What's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. What's happening? The CPI just came. The CPI release. We're going to talk about it. Looking forward to start the stream with you guys. A lot of things to discuss here. Also, at the same time, potentially a couple trades that we can get into here. I didn't trade the CPI personally. I did not trade the CPI, so that's why I'm here right now to cover the CPI and see what we can do after that. By the way, I think it was a good decision as well. We went up and down pretty much every direction here. So let's just go for it. Let's see what we can do. Looking forward to have you guys all here right now host a beautiful, beautiful session. It was such a fantastic time to be back on stream. Couple streams this week. Hopefully we get some epic trades going. Let's see what we have right now in the building as well. Before we start, what's happening right there. Yes, amazing. Yes, indeed, the time has been moved here. So from tomorrow onwards, we will be streaming 1 hour earlier than usual. Just so you guys know, this is just because of the CPI here. I was just waiting for the CPI to come out, see how it goes. And I'm actually more interested in the market right now. But for tomorrow onwards, we will have our regular schedule 1 hour early due to the New York, the change of time here. Okay, my man Adrian, what's happening? Alex, Dre, Billy Joe, Vortex. My man Dre is back as well, indeed. What's happening, my man? Hope you're doing well. Alexa's amazing. GT Wardle, Cam, Lil Mate, Beer Bob, Bar X. What's happening? Dark Legend, Gratis Blaze, Lucifer, Matty, Hash Brown. Oh yes, amazing, amazing. Jorn, Robertson, Talat, Diogo. Yes, sir. Trader FX. Johnny. Monkey, yes. Monkey Zarf FX. Looking forward for you guys. Guys, if you like what we do here on a regular basis, we're trying to, you know, pretty much be here every single week. 3 streams every single week at least. Making sure that we are live, trying to catch some trades here. You know, some weeks we crush it and we make a ridiculous amount of money. Other weeks, it can be a little bit different here, or we can be in a stagnating vibe. It all has to do with the momentum. Sometimes the momentum is here and we're trying to do some epic stuff. So the goal is always to stick or get the momentum, to stick with that momentum and to try to follow up with that momentum. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Bitcoin indeed to the moon after the result here for the dollar. We're gonna talk about this in a second indeed. And it's just gonna be absolutely crazy here. Ref, hope you're well. Potential DXY gap fill at 104.6. Yes, we're going to talk about the dollar. We're going to talk about the euro. We're going to talk about the Japanese yen. And we're going to talk about the CPI. A lot of things to cover here. So yes, let's see what we have today. Let's get it started. All right, let's get it started. There we go. What do you think of the Lux Algo Premium Buy and Sell Indicator? I have not tried it out. I have no idea. Happy to be here. Only found you a week ago. My man, welcome that you're back. Welcome back. Gold did not break the 1912. This is important. We're going to cover gold a lot today. Definitely something that I'm looking for. Okay. Bruno, my man, shout out to you. All right, so the US CPI falls to a 6% in February. All right, very important, 6%. As expected, but core prices still strong. US headline inflation slowed again last month on paper, but core prices continue to rise at an uncomfortable fast pace. The Bureau of Labor Statistics said that the consumer price index rose by 0.4% in February, a slowdown from 0.5% in January. The annual rate of inflation fell to 6% from 6.4% and is now down by 1/3 of its peak of over 9% in June last year. Even so, it remains at 3 times the Federal Reserve's targeted rate of 2%. Okay, so the Federal Reserve still wants to get it down lower, obviously. The question is, if they want to do that, they have to increase the interest rates higher. If the government bonds give you only a 4 or 5% yield, it's going to become a very, very big problem here. Especially if the interest rate is going to be higher than 5% as well. Okay, so take that in consideration. This is maybe good for the dollar, but it's actually, if you look at the long term, it is not really good what the dollar is doing right now. A lot of banks are struggling. You probably heard the news about SFB here. Hit crypto at first. After that, we saw a massive surge to the upside. But gold is right now extremely interesting, guys. Gold is something that I'm looking for at the moment. Look at where we're at. We are right now at this zone. Super important zone right there. We have this area. We came into that range. We tapped in 2D. You guys know it. The 70.5% right there, perfectly tapped into that zone. Really great. Premium areas. Okay, gold is not looking particularly strong. Same as the euro. The euro is also not really looking particularly strong here. The yen right now is coming down after a massive surge to the upside. We saw a massive expansion until that high. Now we're coming back down again because the dollar is potentially, recovering a bit here. It's actually, trying to push right now at this particular moment. So this could have an impact on gold. Even though that the dollar came down, gold did not really shoot up that much. All right, we came here, we started out. We had that expansion. We came down immediately to take out the liquidity as well. So actually the other way around. We came down first, then we came up, and now we're coming down slowly but steadily again. Okay, so this is very important. Gold is not looking particularly strong if you look on the 4 hour. And this is usually where I would love to look for my setups right now in general. On the 4 hour. To then look for entries on the lower time frame, right? On the 15 minute, 5 minute lower if possible. So this is what we are, I'm personally looking for right now. This is absolutely beautiful. That rejection here. If the dollar now decides to come back up a little bit, break some structures, give us a little bit more indication that yes, the dollar is maybe coming up again. We have filled up that massive gap underneath here. At the same time though, if you zoom out, there is one more gap above around this range right there. That gap has not been mitigated or has not been filled whatsoever. So there is a chance that I still believe that if the structure, breaks upwards and we come to break these highs, that a simple but effective target could immediately be this zone, $40, which then should definitely push gold down, especially from the 4 hour chart right here after that rejection. So based on the dollar and gold, I'm looking at gold right here. That's number one. At the same time, when looking at the, the other indices as well, the currency indices, I can better say, we saw a massive reaction as well from the euro itself. But right now, the euro is also in a very important zone. Look at this beautiful candle right here that you guys can see. We have this one. This was the last pretty much high before that massive drop. Now we're coming back up. Now we're tapping into that zone. And now we're seeing a reaction from this particular zone right here. And it's not looking particularly strong either at this particular moment for the euro. Okay, so do take that in consideration. The euro, the gold price as well. These potential these particular pairs have some potential in my opinion right now, especially when they're looking at the euro USD, for example. Also very similar behavior. We had a massive liquidity sweep here. This is the reason why I didn't want to trade the CPI. Due to that, the last couple of news events that were really effective here with so much geopolitical events surrounding that particular news event. The risk was for me a little bit on the high side here. And you see clearly that we did what we had to do, taking out the liquidity, coming back up. And then pretty much stagnating and ranging right now. So it's really waiting for a euro or dollar to make a move here to anticipate on that particular chart and then see from there. For gold, it depends right now what we're going to see on the lower time frame. If we can break some sort of low, let's start out with the 1902.5 and let's see the dollar on the lower time frame maybe breaking, a high on let's say the 3-minute chart, coming up and looking for a little bit of a break of structure to the upside as well. So there are a couple of very nice and interesting pairs that I think can be very beneficial here, and not only from the lower time frame, but also from the medium time frame, from a medium time frame standpoint. Yo, Lorenzo, Euro USD 1 hour big liquidity. Could you check? Yes, sir. We can definitely check this out here on the 1 hour. Indeed, we have been building liquidity to the downside. Yeah, that's a fact for sure. So yeah, one more move, one more break here. Definitely more downside potential, but this will take a while. This is not going to happen probably this stream. Who knows? But I do not think so. I think this could come later on, either Asia tomorrow or potentially just in a couple hours. Let's see how it goes if we are dropping from there. But overall, this low is super important if we break this high. All right, so we need to break this high first. Then this low becomes very important, because if you then break that low, definitely going to go for shorts. We're looking for shorts here for the EURUSD on the 1 hour. On the lower time frame, it's time to wait for the reaction here. Either dollar makes a move or the euro makes a move, and we're talking about the euro or the dollar index. And then based on that, we anticipate and look for a particular setup right there. Lorenzo, CPI didn't give us volume and just playing ping pong. Exactly, my man. There are so many different things happening right now in regards to, you know, the news releases, geopolitical events. Everything is happening at the moment. A lot of fear in the market as well. And the reason why you can tell there is fear in the market is the dollar is dropping. Okay. Usually if the dollar is dropping, then the stock market should be rising. Right? Because if the dollar drops, you can consider that a risk on momentum. Again, that means that then stock market should rise, potentially gold should go up. But in this case, stock market declined as well. So you saw the stock markets getting declined or actually falling. You saw the dollar falling. You saw the euro stagnating. But you saw gold and silver and Bitcoin making a massive move. This for me tells me that they're just looking at safe havens right now. That's the particular move they want to make. Secure themselves. Regardless, putting your money in commodities right now to potentially be safe from whatever, a bank run or whatever it can be. So many different factors are coming into play here. But regardless, this is something that I found very interesting. Now you will see, and I need to check the current, I don't know what this is. I need to check the current VIX. See what the VIX is telling us right now. Okay, the VIX is coming down again. So I think the indices right now on the 1 minute are actually are coming up again, or it should be the case. Let's see what's happening. There we go. Yeah, okay, we're coming up again. But we're still ranging in between this whole area right here. So that's the Nasdaq. Overall, I tapped into this zone. I'm looking for this particular area. You see clearly that I was looking at the particular zone right here. This particular candle, you see we bounced from this particular candle right there. This was the last candle before we made that massive surge to the upside. We tapped into that zone once. We literally tapped into it, created a high, and now we're ranging above it. Just simply want to look on the lower time frame. Look at this particular candle right here. You see that you again picked up the lost orders, took out some liquidity, and now is surging. So overall, I'm relatively bullish for today on the indices as well, based on what I see here right now on the chart and the way they behaved, the way they took out the liquidity and then, went into that direction, which is the upside here. Okay, so overall indices, I'm quite bullish at the moment for today's session. So we can take this in consideration as well. Then in regards to the yen. The yen right now, it depends on what the dollar is going to do, of course. But if the dollar decides to fall harder, then I'm still will have a very close eye on the Japanese yen here. The reason why is because if you look here on the, lower time from the 10 minutes, you see this zone. This could be a 5-minute zone as well. I'm just picking the 10-minute zone. I think it is actually a 5-minute zone. It's actually a 5-minute zone right here. Yeah, it's a 5-minute zone. All right, so if we tap into this area, we are now holding above this zone, but if we tap and potentially bounce from it, yeah, maybe it's going to be interesting here. So this is the area I'm looking for. Why? You saw this move, you went to the downside, and you saw it immediately surge to the upside here. Has been unmitigated, and at the same time, what are we doing right now? We are taking out, or we have been taking out a lot of liquidity here that's built up to the downside here. So we're taking it out right now at this particular moment to probably then tap into the zone and see if we can find a reaction from there. If that's the case, potentially look at the euro Japanese yen. Maybe GJ. I prefer the euro right now based on how I see the euro, how the euro is performing or where it's actually currently at. So overall, I have to say, I think there will definitely be some possibilities here based on the on this analysis right there. So potentially Japanese yen, potentially indices right here. My main focus still at the moment is on gold. Definitely still looking at gold and look at the EURUSD here. Just because we are right now in an important zone and the dollar is potentially kind of recovering right now from that momentum here. But we still need to see if we can create at least a higher high. And based on that, see for a reaction right there. Bitcoin at 26.1k. Wow, that's absolutely insane. Wow. Okay. Bitcoin at 26k. This is this is pretty huge. This is pretty huge for Bitcoin. What did it do was it took out these highs here. We had these equal highs here on the daily. Right there. A beautiful signal. Alright, a lot of liquidity built up above these levels. We took that out right now. So the question is, now we have taken this out, what's the next step? What's the next layer for Bitcoin right here? Okay, is it the 26.7 or is it maybe this particular range at around 29.2? And see from there. But overall, this is looking extremely well. Definitely gonna go and look more into Bitcoin as well lately right now, due to the fact that we're coming back to interesting levels again. Okay, very, very important. So let's see how we react overall. But overall, I like it. I like it a lot, guys. I really like it. Very, very interesting here. So the euro against the yen is right now in an area of supply here as well. This particular candle right here is where we're right now in. Okay, so we are tapping into that area just now. You know, for the second time here. One time was during the news, and right now we're tapping into it again here. So the question is, are we gonna right now potentially break it? And we're talking about this particular low that created the high here. I mean, that could be very interesting if the yen gives us an indication as well that we potentially can start bouncing right now by, for example, creating a high right here. So if you see this happening, Japanese yen breaking a high, euro against the yen breaking a particular low. I mean, hey, could that be a trade? I think so. I think there could be a trade here. We have that imbalance underneath. This could be a nice scalp. Just scalping setup here. Let's see if the yen can break that high. What are we waiting to see on the gold chart? On gold, I want to see break structure to the downside. I want to see more potential here. We have been... I feel this is kind of, or at least it's looking like a distribution phase right now. We are in for gold. Okay, underneath an important strong zone. This is that zone where we got rejected from right now. So yeah, I want to see it coming down a little bit. And I want to see the dollar improving or increasing in strength. And potentially see if we can make a move there. Overall, I think that this zone on the 4 hour for gold, after that massive surge already, because we did probably around about a 5.7 or 6% move to the upside here. Which is a lot for gold. It's a big move in a very, very quick way. Literally in a couple of days, let's say, like a week. So that's a lot for gold here. So if you then tap into that zone, maybe we are overextended right now, and if the dollar comes back again a little bit, maybe that could have an effect here. So yeah, let's see if we are right now in a kind of a distribution phase for gold, and then based on that, we will find potentially what's going on here. The New York took already out the London lows with that swipe. Highs are not taken out yet, so this is definitely something that we have to take consideration though. But overall, I think there is some serious significant potential right here. So let's say we break that low for the euro against the yen. I will be more interested right now, especially if the yen decides to bounce here. It seems that we're not going to break it. So yeah, we need to wait. We need to wait to see how we react towards that zone and see from there. Gold is coming down a little bit here. So go to the 10 minute. You see this initial candle. We got rejected. We have that wick there. This is the last low. Or this is an important low at least right now. Potentially. It's not a low that created a high. For that we have to zoom out or zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, it is this low on the lower time frame. It is this low on the lower time frame. Yeah, we saw that we created a higher high and then we come down here. So if you then break that low, it's all good. It's all good. Then we got rejected right there. And that should be on the lower time frame accounting right there then. You know, coming down, breaking that low and looking for a particular move. So I'm looking for gold here. Danny says, I was expecting a big dip for all the XXX US dollar pairs, but the CPI data is mixed and the market is confused. It's moving in a range as of now. Yes, you're completely right. So usually, and this is what we've seen before as well, the previous CPI. So usually, what I tend to wait for is the outcome. And then after the outcome, I'm trying to look for the structures. And then see what's happening, literally, if you're looking at these particular structures and see from there. Can we go for a swing trade on EJ short, targeting liquidity below towards the 143.2, potentially 142.7? I think that is a possibility. But you have to be patient for at least a, in my opinion, a change character to the downside. We have one more high here as well. We can easily fall down a little bit more with the yen. And then based on that, of course, you don't want to get, or you don't want to trap yourself here. I just wanted to wait for that reaction initially. If you can break a low internally after tapping into that zone, it will give me much more or better confirmation than just right now looking for a short straight away. Especially around the news event and like the, the CPI and everything like that. So that's definitely on our radar. But yeah, let's see how we develop. Let's see how this one goes right here. Okay. Breaking a low is all that we need. That would be nice. Breaking a low. We have that gap. So let's see if the yen decides to make a move here, or if the dollar decides to make a move so we can look at gold. So regardless, we're going to find a trade here, either gold or the euro against the yen. Because if the dollar comes up, usually it's not good for the yen. If the dollar keeps falling, usually it's better for the yen. Cryptoman says, busted, I never trade on news from now. Unfortunate, my man, let me know what kind of trade you took. What do you think of the gold weekly for value gap? Gold weekly for value gap. So we have that zone here for gold on the weekly. This is where we got rejected from. Yeah, it's underneath. You mean somewhat what, at 1700 range? I think it's a far target from now. I think it's relatively too. It's a very far target. It's very hard to say right now in regards to gold, because at the same time gold could easily go for new highs as well. I would not be surprised. Not be surprised if that would happen here. But if you zoom in on the lower time frame, you go from the weekly to the 4-hourly. Okay, if you look on the 4-hourly, we had a massive surge to the downside. You could also say the daily, massive surge to the downside. Now we're somewhat underneath that range. It's not convincing, in regards to the actual, like, yes, for sure we're gonna come down here. But I'm just starting to see some weakness right now. So yeah, where our target could be, who knows? But yeah, I would definitely look at it for sure. But let's start with the entry. Let's secure ourselves first, and then we can start thinking about where to exit or where to actually put our target or our second trade. How much did using basket correlation improve your strategy? That's a good question, my friend. So in regards to how much that improved my strategy, for me it was a game changer. Absolute game changer. The correlations is what I'm looking for at all times here. I would be very uncomfortable trading only looking at one particular chart. Very uncomfortable. And the reason why is because I just want to see what's happening. I want to have a better understanding, or at least some sort of macro understanding, at least of where's the money going to? What's happening with the money? What's the flow of money? Is it going to safe havens? Is it going to the stock market? Is it flowing into, Forex, other Forex pairs because of this particular event or this particular currency or this particular, economic data? that came out. For example, we saw that with the Canadian dollar. We saw that the Canadian dollar, the GDP of the Canadian dollar came out. And we saw a massive dump for the currency pairs for the Canadian dollar. Eventually saw a pretty solid recovery last week. But overall, that's what you're looking for. And that's why I look at the baskets, I look at the currency indices. And that's why when I take a trade, I can like confirm a win rate of like 70% with that particular strategy. So yeah, we're trying to build up that account here. We're trying to get it to 120. We're getting there slowly but steady. Euro is apparently showing a little bit some weakness right now as well here. So let's see what the euro is telling us right now. Okay, yeah, we're ranging, guys. We're ranging. Let me know if you guys are looking at any particular setups right now. I have my eyes on the euro US dollar, on gold, maybe the euro GPY, but now at this particular moment, I need to see a little bit more strength from the yen. But overall, gold, euro, still having my eyes on right now. In regards to you guys, just let me know while I'm waiting for my setups here. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. How often is CPI? Once a month. How long have you been playing Forex until you are profitable like now? A long time, my man. A long time. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go over your charts as well, guys. But let me look real quick at gold at this particular moment. Let's see what kind of low is interesting here. Okay, this is an interesting low to break. This is an interesting low here. We have some liquidity built up here, yet if you look on the 3-minute or 2-minute chart, you understand where it's coming from. It's actually on the 3-minute chart, I guess. It's actually a rejection from this particular candle right here. So any particular move, this could be interesting right now for gold. Let's look at gold. Euro is very similar, by the way. There we go, we're breaking it already, there we go. Am I interested in a short right here? Let's see if we can close below it. What are the possibilities? Yes, we have definitely some possibilities. It seems like we're distributing right now for gold here. I might place a small trade here for gold right now. Let's do 0. Give me 1 second. .4%. I placed a limit order for gold here. Stop loss could be above that high. I like it. I like stop loss. Yeah, it could be interesting. I would wait for personally. I wait for pullback. Small pullback correction. Why? If you look here, you see clearly that we have been like holding here significantly. So Again, resistance clearly, support clearly, any retracement, or like pullback, followed by rejection. Yeah, that's definitely worth the trade here. Somewhat in that manner here. I might actually do it slightly. Let me see here. Okay, I'm in. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. New York just opened 2 minutes ago. Yeah, perfect. Perfect timing. I might put my stop loss a little bit higher, by the way. My risk was at 0.4, so then I'm risk 0.5%. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. I think that's fine. We have pretty solid target overall. I like it. Volume coming back. Decent. Let's see. We have done 30 or 40, no, 39, 46 trades this quarter. We had 30 wins, 9 losses, 7 break even. Overall, we are up, and I need to actually show my journal to you guys. But we are pretty good. We are up pretty good. Yo man, what is hedging and how to take advantage of it? Hedging is that you open a long and a short sometimes at the same time. If you understand the direction, then you close one in a loss and you leave the rest running, assuming that it goes into that direction that you want it to go. That's one way of approaching it. The other way is by simply looking at the win. So you make a win first. That's number one. You win first. You secure that position. Then you open a counter trade against your position. That's 50% of your initial position. If you then go back to, one of your zones, you can take a small trade to the downside. I will actually explain this in this session here. I'm going to explain it. I think it's amazing. I've never really done it on YouTube, but it's actually very good if you are in a winning or profitable position already. Because you can trade the pullback. And if you lose that trade, that pullback, does not really matter that much because you're already in profit here. Because your second position is 50% of your initial position. And then based on that, you will have that that outcome. So yeah, that's pretty good. Bro, please take eurjpy. Yeah, euro is in my opinion not particularly strong. Dollar broke that high. Dollar broke that initial high. I like that as well. Dollar has been dropping all day. The CPI came out right now. We have this pretty strong bullish candle here. I like this candle in general. I like this overall structure. Even if you come down a little bit, I like it. I like it. I like it. Not too bad so far. Let's go to the euro. Yeah, euro is definitely looking weaker. We've been looking at this here. For the euro though, yeah, very similar move. Very similar move. We broke this low already earlier. Euro is actually looking weaker. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. We came in that area. A very similar move. So any pullback is interesting. Any pullback for the euro is interesting here. Yeah. Yeah, I think with this particular trade for gold right now, we have to be patient here. Even if we go and draw down, like there might be a chance that we go up, but I think the mid-term is down for gold right now. At least in the next coming, you know, days. I do. That's particularly my bias. I'm not always correct, obviously. But yeah, I need to be a little bit more patient in regards to that, you know, this particular trade. I'm gonna get a drink real quick, guys. Lorenzo, I see people sell with half horizontal lines. How can I do that? Half horizontal lines. Let me know what you mean. I need to learn more about reading the chart. That will come over time. NES 100 broke previous daily high. I used the hedge on the news. Right. Yeah, sometimes actually good to hedge on news as well. Could be a very good thing. How you got to place that on TradingView? You can connect your broker. You can connect your broker with TradingView. So yeah, let's just see from here. I want to improve my psychology. Please advise. Risk what you can afford to lose, not more. Don't be greedy about money, because that's the biggest downfall. Regardless if you are a good trader or not, make sure that you always, you know, risk what you can risk. That you have solid risk management in play. Unless you want to gamble, that's all good. Sometimes you can win a lot of money. I think this is number one. Second one is your knowledge, your skills, your trading strategy, your trading plan. You need a good trading plan. You need to know what you're doing. You need to look for similar setups. Can also be beneficial. Why? Because then you can actually track down, you know, the right particular, you know, data you generate. Yeah, we're hovering around our entry a little bit. I mean, there is a lot of resistance here. The question is, are we going to break above it? We'll find out right now, but it seems that we're like holding here. We're like kind of like ranging underneath. But if we break that low, I think it will go faster here. If we break that high, yeah, we might come up and test some of these levels that I marked out here, these particular candles here. So there's one here and there's one above that. Yeah, and that if they break both, yeah, then we're stopped out here. But yeah. We'll find out. Good evening, Lorenzo. What do you think of the market open gaps? Do you see them getting filled? Usually, yeah, I really tempt to market gaps getting filled. Not always. But yeah, if it's on the lower time frame, like the 5 or 10 or 15 minute, then yeah, I'm leaning more towards that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning more towards that here. So yeah, again, reason for this trade. Okay. 4-hour resistance, number one. We tapped into a really strong zone. It was also the 70.5. That's number one. For me, that's a big confluence. So that's an important confluence for me. So 4-hour rejection. On the 15 minute, it seems like we're building a distribution phase. Okay. And this is what it seems like. We're distributing underneath that zone and now we're coming down. Exactly right now, actually. Look at that. There we go. We're coming down. Damn. That's it. Alright. And now we're breaking this low. We're coming towards this low. There I'm going to take some profits. Done. Oh, 97. Okay, done. I closed 50% already. I like profits. I secure myself as soon as possible. I'm gonna place my stop loss just above this high right now. Done. So I have a winning position. That's a win for today. Press a win in the chat, guys. A good start of the week, a good start of the stream. And if you like what I do, then please smash that like button. I highly appreciate it to grow our channel. You know, we're doing so many things, so much effort every single week. Also in the communities and everything here. It's not always going to be fantastic, but sometimes we're crushing it. Sometimes we're crushing it. All right. Hopefully, this will turn into a bigger trade regardless right now. But we took a nice $200 here out of the market. That's good. Okay, we're gonna look at another one. Like, for example, the Euro-US dollar is something that I have on my mind here. Give me 1 second, guys. I got a drink real quick. All right, we're back. We got a nice cup of tea with us right now. Gold is dropping. All right, gold is coming down. I'm not even sure if this is going to be our take profit, guys. Like really, if you look on the 4 hour, I think there is way more potential. To be honest, but I still want to let me put it down just to be sure. This is not going to be our end take profit right now. I just want to observe a little bit where we're heading towards to, because maybe this could turn into a bigger trade. Yeah, so let's be patient. After this rejection, you can put your stop loss and break even for sure. You could actually put your stop loss and break even already. Now I'm looking at it, but you know, it's pretty much on break even. We're in profit already, regardless. So now this is great. This is great stuff here. Who's in gold? Let me know. Bro, says I shorted it way before. Amazing. Wow. Video guy just closed. Nice. In. All right. Nice. Amazing. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, this is why I love to enter from a break of structure. Okay. For me, this has been working very well. Waiting for the break of structure to the downside. Looking at the retracement as well here. In this case, the retracement came from this zone. I saw some beautiful, you know, resistance there as well. Aligning with the break of structure, aligning with, you know, a lot of areas of supply where we could put our stop loss above if we want to be safe. So overall, I liked it. I liked it. So that's that one. Let's see what else we have. We have. Let's see. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm actually on multiple counts right now. There we go. This is one. Okay. All right. So for example, when you look at the US dollar right now, euro came down at just as much as gold came down. It didn't really matter which one you choose. They're both kind of similar. However, gold, in my opinion, could have more downside potential after that massive expansion to the upside. I think this could be big. Okay. So yeah, let's see how we evolve here, and if we are coming down, or we're coming up right now actually. What you see here is that if you look on the 1 minute, we are actually now in another zone right now. Can we take a minor position here? I'm tempted. Is it possible to take a minor position to the downside to scale up our position here? Let me look at the dollar real quick. To confirm if that's possible here. Okay. So the dollar, it broke that high. No. I think that that we just should stay in that one particular trade here. But it could be. It could be. But I'm personally not going to take it. I'm personally not going to take this one due to the dollar. The dollar, I wanted to see the dollar already, you know, pulling back a little bit more. But it could be another trade here. You could take another smaller position, but yeah, no. I would wait personally. But it's up to you. It could be another trade. Lorenzo, bro, you closed. I closed 50%. 50% is close, so you know, yeah, we are in profit. We are in profit, regardless. Are you in this trade 40 RR? No, we had our stop loss higher before, but right now our stop loss is lower. That was a good choice. Not to trade this one right here. if you go to the 2 minute, stop loss is just above this candle right now. Look at that zone. You know what I mean here. For example, let's remove the noise. This is where we entered. Right on that level. This is right now a new zone. Is there a chance that we come up? Yeah, maybe. Because the dollar can come down a little bit. But yeah, I would love to see then that continuation. That's why the stop loss is above here. We cashed out 50% already here. So that $200, if we cash out, we maybe lose 50. We will still be up in net profit here. My target is gold coming down way more though. So that's the game I want to play right now. Gold coming down a little bit more than yeah, than that. Is your stop loss at break even? Yeah. It's actually above that high, but in essence, yeah, it's more than break even already. It's actually yeah, kind of in break even, if you think about it. Can we re-enter? That depends on the dollar again. So the way I look at it is by simply just looking at the dollar index. What's the dollar doing? You know, what's happening there? On that side, I think that's extremely important. Is the dollar coming down? Okay, then yeah, gold's gonna come down as well. So I want to see the dollar bouncing, all right? So the dollar looks good. I like this reaction. New York open. We have been coming down already significantly. There is a gap here. That's the main reason why I'm thinking like, hey, maybe it's good to hold gold and not close completely. And turn your scalp into a bigger position. But the risk is that you get stopped out and you lose potential profits, right? You don't lose money, but you lose potential profits. But I'm willing to take that risk if we decide to move and turn here. So yeah, the only way I would look at a re-entry is if the dollar comes down and it bounces from a zone and like a nice candle and it aligns with gold. If you see this, yeah, 100%. I would start looking at a particular move here. The next one, yes, good point. Let's go to the euro. So Lorenzo, do you trade with Discord members? Yes. So we have one of our tier traders right now in our community that's trading. But I will also be taking over some of these sessions. And also in the on a Friday, I decided to also move and add in an extra day of trading in Discord. But overall, we have around 3 to 4 live sessions as well, yeah, in Discord. US dollar actually has a good chance of a change character. It does have potential to go up, probably swipe lower liquidity as well. Could be the case here, but it depends right now on how much is the dollar gonna go down after this move here, right? Because the dollar is not moving, gold's going up already. So yeah, this is what you want to take in consideration. Maybe this is an important zone. Look at this candle right here. We saw already this candle right there. And the moment we tapped into that candle, what happened? We actually... This could be maybe a re-entry then, yeah. There is a chance here. And euro as well, by the way. We're going to go over the euro as well. But you have this candle. We close that candle. We then immediately came down. And we took out the orders of this candle. And then we went up. And now we're coming down. And now we are coming back towards that candle. So maybe we're going to see some support here. If that's the case, then let's see. Maybe gold is back at our entry. And maybe I can put a new position open. Let's see from there. But overall, I think yeah, our entry is pretty good overall. So yeah, let's just see. Yeah, it depends on the dollar. It depends on the dollar if you want to scale in for your gold trade here right now. We have been taking out a lot of liquidity now. But at the same time, this could be a healthy pullback for the dollar as well. So the euro right now is weaker. Way weaker. So let's go for the euro US dollar. Look at the euro. Look how weak the euro is right now. Okay. And this is what I mean. So the euro index right here. The euro basket, I can better say, on 1 hour. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful rejection, right? Could be better. 1 hour candle. Of course, massive connection coming up here, tapping to the zone. Beautiful reaction right here. What happened then? After that, of course, we broke that low. We broke out these lows. We had equal lows there, by the way. Euro would have also been a very good trade. Could have also taken this one. I'm actually in a euro trade on another account, but you know, this is already from a little bit earlier. But regardless, if you look here right now, then it is still very interesting. If you look at the euro index in general right now, the dollar getting stronger. So yeah, let's see how the euro develops if you pull back towards that particular level. And I'm maybe more thinking about, you know, the following level right here, which is also a low, an interesting low from the previous structures here. So actually, it's actually around about, yeah, it's around about this high here. Okay, there we have that beautiful candle right here. This area of supply. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's see with the euro as well. But the dollar is the most important right now because the dollar is in that zone. The dollar is in that zone right here. This is what I mean. This particular candle, look at that. Look at that candle closure. If you close like this, then this could be the healthy pullback and a continuation. But let's see if that's the, if we close bullish here, that could positively affect or, you know, impact gold. And then you could say, okay, yeah, re-entry possibilities here. Because we have this candle right now. That could be interesting. So my risk is already, I'm risk free. So yeah, we could scale in a little bit. Let's look at the dollar one more time. Yeah, look at that. That's what I mean. That is what I mean. That's what I want to see now. That particular candle right here on the 2 minute, a bounce and then a higher high. That's the that would be the ideal, absolutely. So you know, this particular candle right here, a candle at 936. Bringing gold down lower. Bro, watch out to the EJ and GJ. God bless you, Lorenzo. Care about your health. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Oil buy was good too. Silver, man. Have you guys seen silver? Where's Mr. Silver now? While it's going well. Okay, let's see what we can do here. All right, just looking creepy at the dollar. The dollar needs to break, show a little bit more volume here. That's what we want. This is not strong enough. So I'm not going to enter any particular trade yet. Or at least not another one. Australian dollar, Japanese yen short? Question mark. I need to see what the yen is doing. Maybe just the liquidity and down. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. We took our TP at... I need to see where we took our TP. But... we took it at 21.43. Yeah, I think it was roughly around here. Yeah, it was roughly around this area here. Okay, let's see how gold develops. Stream is 1 minute delay? I don't think so. No. I think stream is a couple seconds. Should be like max, like 5 seconds. I checked it actually before we started. Re-enter. I'll be careful. I'll be patient right now. I think this was the initial entry was the right entry. That was the right entry in my opinion. I think right now it's better to give it a go and wait here. If we're gonna look for a new entry, I would maybe look at the euro. I would maybe start looking at the euro US dollar here. If the dollar decides to do what it wants to do here. That would be the yeah, that would be better. Gold is the trade that we were that we initially were looking for here. Did you take another position on gold? No, just that one. Dollar dropping, yeah. Oh yeah, dollar broke the low. This is the next zone. Very interesting now. We're coming towards this important zone right now. So yeah, let's see how we develop. We're coming close to our stop loss with our, you know, our tight stop loss here. We can do a giveaway today? Yes, sir. Euro US dollar retest at 107, then continue downwards movement. Yeah, this is what I would like to focus on. The Euro US dollar here. I'm just looking at gold right now at the moment. But the Euro US dollar is where my focus is at here. If that's below support, it's better to lead as a support one. It's actually, if you're talking about this one right here, it is actually a, how do you call this? A break of structure. Okay. Now we net profited at least. Let's see what it is. Yeah, okay, we net profited it. Okay. So we entered, we took 50% profit and then went to our stop loss. Now we are in that zone. I'm still looking at the dollar. I'm still going to look at a new position maybe for gold. But overall, it was a win. Would have loved to see gold dropping like a falling knife here. But yeah, let's see. Alright, 3-minute chart. We are in an important candle right now for gold. But now I want to see how the dollar reacts and responds towards this level. This on the 10-minute. This is not on the 2-minute. This is on the 10-minute right here. Dollar will be fun, yeah. Yeah, let's see how we react here. Alright, let's see if dollar is playing games with us or if we actually can benefit from this one. Coming down, you know, tapping into that range. Yeah, 10-minute or maybe even a 5-minute chart. There is another zone in this zone. Right here. Right there. So that's important. Yeah, and then based on that, we will see where we can re-enter. In the meantime, euro. Right now, look at the euro US dollar. Euro is right here. It's not looking strong in my opinion here, regardless. We are in an important zone right now. What is this right here? This is the... Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna drop here, I think. There is a slight chance here. The euro is extremely weak. Let's break that initial previous low here. That's just the candle structure of the previous candle. If we can. I'm still gonna look at the dollar. I'm not gonna just rush it. Okay, let's open... yeah, gold is similar, but the euro is weaker. You see that for sure. So we took some money on gold, but now we need to move to the euro USD. So we have this zone, we have this candle right here. We can actually play it safer and we can actually play it as a scalping setup. Is that possible? Yeah, dollar reacting from this zone. We're reacting. Ah, yeah, we're reacting for this 5-minute zone here. Yeah, we're reacting. Okay, this is a good sign. A lot of volume coming in. This was gonna push euro down. So I want to see how we react around this zone. What is an interesting zone to look for a trade here? This was the candle where we got rejected from. Yeah, I want to take out these lows. That's what I'm looking for. Take out these particular lows here. Highs already taken out. There's more liquidity underneath. It's not just there. It's just not just only there here. Yeah, okay. Let's see with the dollar. Dollar is the most important now to hold on towards and to look here from. What about gold? What's gold doing now? Yeah, gold is also right now in that zone. 5-minute. Oh, we had that TP. There we go. Lorenzo, how indicator? I do not use any, not many indicators, my man. How long did you learn trading? I learned trading around 7 years ago. 6-7 years ago. Euro fake out. Yeah, let's see. Gold getting rejected here. But it's holding tight. It's holding tighter due to the dollar. Right now. Left. Oh my god, left. Look left on the dollar index daily. I think we are in for a range chop. I'll have a look at it. Yeah, on the daily we're not looking good. Yet we're bouncing here. You see that? We're bouncing from this strong candle right there. Yeah, so we have some daily support here for the dollar index. We came down, we came up. You see that the 50% right now, we are right now at that area. So the dollar will have some daily support. Internally, it's not looking particularly strong, but at the same time, we're building liquidity here. We have that gap here that's not filled yet. Yeah, this is an important high to break, the 104 in general. But taking it to the lower time frames right now, yeah, this is what you want to break for sure. That's the goal. Yeah, for now, let's be patient with the dollar. Let's see at least a strong reaction here and then move from there. At least we catch the quick scalp. Alright, dollar is now in that zone. If you can break this high, I'm already pretty satisfied. Why? Because the euro is still stagnating around this zone, and gold as well. Gold as well here. There we go. GG, what's good? What's with Bitcoin right now? Yeah, Bitcoin is surging. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane here. SPX for sales. Lorenzo, Corrado looking at VIX for confirmation in good area of the month. Yeah, this is interesting as well here. But before we go there, look at gold, guys. Look at that reaction for gold right now. Is it possible that we can look for the new a new trade? Is that possible? I think it could be possible. I think it could be possible here. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar is not strong enough yet, but euro is also still underneath that zone. Still underneath this area. Want to break this low? I prefer euro right now. I prefer the euro. I mean, I like gold, but I prefer the euro at the moment. Are you looking to buy or sell? I just got here. Oh, okay. We just had a gold trade before. We exited this trade eventually. And now we're looking at a new trade for either euro or gold. One of those. One of those. So the gold is weaker. Okay. Yeah, same story. Very similar moves here. This is gold. And then the euro. Actually, for them, play it safer as well. When you zoom out in a 5 minute, you can put it above that high. And then the euro has not broken that low yet. What's the euro index doing? Okay, the euro is coming up again after taking out the lows here. So that's why. It was weak, it came up here. I didn't see that before. Yet, we're gonna reach potentially soon this zone, but the euro needs to come up a little bit more or stagnate a little bit more. So I think we need to wait for the euro right now. Now I'm looking at it right here. Either that tap or potentially look at the 3 minute breaking particular lows. coming from that range here. Overall, gold is, I think, also coming down just as much as the euro here. Which one it's going to be? Let's see. Okay, dollar is reacting. Is getting respected. We want to break that high. 103.796 for the dollar. If you break that high, we probably will see euro breaking that low. Yeah, so that could be interesting then. That could be then interesting indeed. This particular low. And then gold. Moi. Yeah, euro. I think euro it is. Euro it is. Took out the lows, took out the highs. Now we're coming down. Dollar want to break the high, and that's it. Yeah, could be next trade. Yeah, we have this other OB indeed. That's a very good point. If we do not come down and we go up, then have a look at this one right here. Yeah, that's absolutely the truth. Due to the fact that the euro index has that potential as well. But overall, if you break and we close below, yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna execute for sure. I'm gonna execute the trade here. That could be the next trade here. Bro, please take GJ and EJ. Okay, let's do that right now. Let's set an alert. So we do not miss out. All right, that's number one. Then, yeah, let's do that. GJ or EJ? Japanese yen basket. Aha, okay, yen is coming up. The yen is coming up. Not much, but it's coming up. That's on the 5 minute. Yeah, that's on the 5 minute for sure. That's this particular zone. That particular zone here. All right. So now with that information, we saw that we created high. We're building liquidity to the downside. Okay. Okay, the yen tapped into the zone now, came up, saw a little bit of increase in volume. That's good to know. Then let's go to the to GJ. And let's start with EJ, right? We know what the euro index is potentially doing. Okay, euro index, euro Japanese yen already created or took out that high. That high has been taken out here. Let's go to the 15 minute. What about this zone right here? What about that beautiful zone right there? That zone that you see here, the fixed volume profile tells the exact same zone is that zone. That last candle before that major move to the downside here. This one is the point of control. Of this particular range, we can highlight this one as well. The point of control is the area where the most volume is traded in that particular range. So that means that this candle could be the candle we're looking for. That could act as a resistance or an area of resistance right here. Then with the confirmation of the yen and the weakness of the euro, we will have our trade potential. We do not have to enter straight away. We can wait for, you know, some structure, some breaks. And then if you break a low, we enter like we did before with gold. It's very similar. So that could be interesting. Okay, euro Japanese yen is interesting. That's number one. The other one was... what was it again? The other one was GJ. Yes, of course. GJ. And I think it's possible to come down a little bit more due to the yen right now. You see it already, we're building some liquidity underneath. So GJ, which one is weaker? At the moment, yeah, wow, they're very similar. They're both very similar. Yeah, okay. I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, eurojpy is for me potentially a bit more interesting right now. Yeah, it could be that we see rejection at some of these particular lows here. I would not be surprised if we do. You know, coming down and then tapping into that zone, actually taking out or tapping into that zone, coming down, trying again. Depending on the Japanese yen here. But, you know, the eurojpy, we have this beautiful clear area of consolidation. We already took out a major high. Could be taking out that liquidity and then tap into that high, inducing people to go short here. You know, stop them out, then go into that zone and then come down. It happens all the time. So if the confirmation of the yen and the euro is there, the euro-Japanese yen is the one that we're looking for. DJ is that the right name? Is it Didier? That's how I would say it in Dutch. Didier Jacob or Jacob actually. Or is it DJ? DJ. Let's look at gold. All right, gold coming down. Is that what's happening? Euro, US dollar as well. And very similar. Gold. Yeah, gold's looking not bad at all, huh? The thing with gold is right now, gold will reach that important level. That's right here in the middle. This particular zone. So I want to see how gold reacts here. Pretty important to see here. This is an important low because this low created that high. Alright, so important. So that's why. This low created this high. So I want to see this low getting broken as well. And that's why you will probably see already that, you know, there might be some move here. So if you break the low, more interested in this one, euro US dollar, depending on the euro index. Yeah, that high is unmitigated. But I like it. I like the euro as well, I have to say. I could see the euro coming down as well here. Yeah, it's gonna be gold as well, by the way. It's gonna be personal preference. If the dollar decides to, yeah, this is looking decent. This is looking decent. Decent structure for the dollar. Yeah, if you break that low. Yeah, we still have to put our stop loss quite on the... Yeah, this is the right zone to look at. Yeah, that 4-hour rejection right in general for gold is exactly what we want to see. 2 hours and 30 minutes for that closure. On the 1 hour we have 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes just closed. So timing wise it could be good to look for entries indeed. But I think I still prefer euro when I look at it right now. Due to we have a little bit more, yeah, risk to reward. The risk to reward is just better. The risk to reward is better. I like the safe haven more. Yeah. I mean, I would love to see the dollar breaking that high, of course. But yeah, in general, I like it. I like what I see here. So yeah, there is a chance. Oh, this is the wrong one. To be honest, I like both. It's gonna be personal preference. Sir, can I still enter for euro? Yeah, we're not even in yet right now. We took a gold trade before, but now I'm looking at the euro or gold. I'll look at both. So the euro needs to break that low. That's number one. The euro needs to break the 107.174. And gold needs to come down a little bit more. But overall, gold from the higher time frame is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I want to see gold. Let's see where gold is now at the moment. We're seeing this area here. Going 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, we're hovering around this whole range, right? Yeah, this is the most important level. Yeah, this is an important level to break. I mean, if you break this low on the 1 minute, then you have broken a significant low. When zooming out a little bit. For the euro, it's kind of obvious. It's kind of clear here. What size monitor are you using? I'm using a, I think it's an ODC, like 49 inch. I think so. I think it's like 49 inch. Yeah, it's 49 inch. Okay, dollar didn't break that high. That level. We wanted to break that level. That's why it's so good, because if the dollar doesn't, we will not be in a trade right now. You see that the euro, US dollar, and the dollar are very well correlated now. Negatively correlated. Okay? So if you look at the dollar here, it's exactly the same. There's a reverse chart of the EURUSD, and this is the dollar index. Okay? It's the same. That's why I want to see the dollar breaking that high. It was important for me to give me that. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. To give me that potential trade. Same for gold. That's why gold had to break this low. 1900, by the way. It's a psychological, could be a psychological level. Yeah, no, it's it's a white. How do you call it? Yeah, Samsung G9. Exactly. So yeah, we stick with this one potentially right now. If we break the low, I would love to break, or it would be even better if we do the following. That means that would be the ideal. We come up and we come down. That would be the ideal. Come up, come down. Why? Then we have taken out all the liquidity here, and if you then break the lows, we have nothing to do up there anymore. There's no reason to be there. But yeah, it's probably the dollar right now is holding again in that zone. You will see right here. So if the dollar holds there, then it should be good. Yes, giveaway today for sure. Absolutely. Just do a giveaway today, yeah. I'm just gonna give away like we gave away prop firm challenges. The magic keys, cash, like $100. It depends on the profits I make. I just share a percentage of my profits. So yeah, what about, yeah, depends on the trade. Let's see in 1 hour. Okay, if you can do a giveaway. We're gonna give away some, yeah, some cash, I think, today. Okay, the euro is in that move, in momentum here. I'm still gonna look for this particular move, breaking a particular low. We're building liquidity on both sides. We're holding here, or euro coming up first. Then I'm definitely more interested in taking this here. Then I do not need a confirmation, because if we break a high and we break a low, I'm gonna put a stop order. If we're right now not, you know, breaking it high and we're breaking a low, I'm gonna wait for the confirmation. I hope that makes sense. Lorenzo, would it make sense to use the VRVP on the day XY? I mean, you could do it. You could do it, but for me, the only confirmation you need from a currency index is the market structure. I think that's the is what I personally need in order to succeed. If you look at, for example, you know, the actual Forex pairs, yeah, then yes, then I'm definitely look at, volume, and that's why we look at the eurojpy here, for example. This is definitely something I'm interested in. This particular zone, this particular range on the 15-minute. I'm actually maybe willing to risk it as an SMC trade and to take a smaller trade here, yet just going for a tight stop loss and targeting the lows. I would be interested in potentially looking for a trade like that, but it depends on the confirmation and market structure in general. Okay, we're doing it actually. We're doing it right now. I actually would love to see the euro coming up first and then coming down. That would be the ideal. Taking out the liquidity, reverse, breaking structure, stop order. All right, so AV gave us $50 Australian dollars for the giveaway today. That's amazing. So we can give away $100. We can give away $100, guys, for the people that that would like that. AV, you don't have to do that, by the way. But thank you. She's supporting us already for, you know, such a long time. Everyone press or press drop a thank you for Ivy. She helps you with the giveaway right now. Okay, so euro coming down, breaking structure, preferably breaking the highs first. Doesn't have to be much, just taking out these levels. That's what I would like to see here. Dollar coming up, breaking that high. All right, boom, boom, both. Dollar up, euro down, done. Short. Arnold says hello. Okay. Oh wow, look at this, by the way. Look at the dollar making that move here. Aha. Okay, it's that 1 minute candle here. You see that? It's that 1 minute candle. Right there. That's actually an interesting. That's an interesting move. Okay, I like it. I like it. If you can get rejected here, and the dollar breaks it high, and we're accumulating, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna trade it. Not the sell stop though. Just the confirmation here. Just wait for it to break, and see from there. Lorenzo, can you refine your strategy to 90% win rate? I mean, yes, I could. If, but the only way I would do that if I would like trade less. And I would be very picky with the right setups, but not on stream. When we want to trade a little bit more often, then I don't think it's for me. I think 70% is like is kind of the sweet spot. Let's look at GU for a short. Yes, okay, let's have a look at GU. We have a look at the euro pairs only here and gold. So we can look at GU. Gold is consolidating, euro is consolidating. JPY basket is actually moving up a little bit. Dollar is also moving up a little bit. That's interesting. GU. Yeah, wow, GU is building a lot of liquidity now. China has some news. Industrial production year over year. All right, that could be important. Could have some impact as well. Okay, for GU right now, I would say that if you have to zoom out first, what's going on here? So we are in an important zone, similar to what we saw with gold. You know, we had that move. Right now you see clearly that we're getting rejected by this area here. Alright, this area is this candle, that previous candle before the major dump. Yes, we had that wick. Don't count in that wick, just look at the body. If you see that we're getting rejected here, fantastic, number one. Number two. Yeah, okay, I have to say there are a lot of... there's a lot of liquidity built up here. We have this equal lows here. Could definitely be taken out. If the dollar makes a move, then GU is coming into the picture as well here. What's the low to break? Or what's the area to tap into? Now, there is enough liquidity on both sides right now. So, yeah, I would definitely... wow, there's a lot of liquidity underneath here. Yeah, there's a lot underneath. It's definitely worth a go here. Yeah, we have that 5-minute zone. So what I want to see for GU, actually I would love to see the same thing for the dollar or for the euro as well. For the euro, it's kind of clear, you know, what the trade setup is. For GU, okay, you see that rejection here, huh? Okay, wait 1 second. You see that rejection off here on the lower time frame. What was the last high? This was the last high. That's the reason why we were holding here onto so much. But at the same time, we have been actually hovering around this zone already. We have been touching this already like three or four times. Yeah, this is the level to break and close below. Targeting the lows. Yeah, it's an interesting one as well. Gold, euro, and GU. Let's see what we have. All right. Lorenzo, is your motorbike business affected by the restriction of tourists riding motorbikes in Bali? No, nobody cares. But yeah, you're sharp. You're really sharp, my man. So in Bali, where I live, they restricted a lot of things right now for tourists. Number one, you cannot just rent a bike you cannot rent out your bike privately. If you have before, if you just owned a scooter or a car or whatever, you could just rent it out, right? No problem. Right now they need to have some sort of, they need to go to particular places with a license and stuff, which is in essence okay. But it still happens regardless. It's still booming. What you see right now in Bali a lot is that people buy a piece of land. They build the house and they rent it out, or they lease something and then they sublease it. Kind of like Airbnb. That's like big business right now in Indonesia here. eurjpy also accumulating. Yeah, eurjpy has a little bit more room. We're coming very close though. Look at that. I want to see it coming up a little bit more. But yeah, this is definitely the pairs where I'm going to focus. I'm not going to focus on too many more for today's session. I'm going to keep it with like the dollar, index, euro, GU and gold. Maybe eurjpy. That's it. Yeah, GU is, I could definitely look at the weakest here. So let's say we have the dollar. That's accumulating right now. It's actually not moving. Not moving at all. It's ranging. Why since today CPI is good for gold, but gold's going down? Well, actually, if the CPI or if the inflation comes down, it should be actually better. It should be better for the gold, for the dollar. It's kind of confusing, right? Because if it comes down, you would say also, oh, inflation is coming down, so the stock market can come up. So people are going risk off. But at the same time, if you look at it from a currency perspective, a lower inflation is usually better for a currency, or for the value of the currency. So it's a little bit conflict. You see a conflict of interest there. So yeah, you just have to look at the market, the structure, understand the technical analysis a bit, and then try to conclude from there. You utilize Wyckoff. I know Wyckoff. I do not utilize it. I'm aware of it. Let's put it that way. I'm aware of Wyckoff. Yeah. Okay. GU is looking actually very, very weak. I have to say I like it a lot. We have these lows underneath. We finally broke below that zone, which we tapped into like 3 or 4 times. We're broken below it. What's the dollar doing? It's all about the dollar. That's it. I see the dollar moving up, and you will see GU immediately coming down. If the dollar is coming down, then you see GU slightly coming up, Euro coming up more, and gold. Yeah, right now it's a resist, so hard to say here, but the Euro you see is stronger than GU at the moment. So GU is definitely reacting weaker to the dollar than the Euro at this particular moment. So we could definitely benefit from that. Can you explain better in the charts when you have time about the hedging? Yeah. I actually wanted to do it live. When we were in that gold trade, I was like, okay, maybe that's the right moment to show you right now what I mean. But it was a little bit too early. So yeah. Maybe next trade when we're in a profitable position, I can show you exactly what I mean. I can in actual, in action here. In action. Okay. So yeah, we're accumulating here. We're kind of creating, in my opinion, some sort of accumulation phase, especially after we bounce from this particular zone on the 3 minute. This is a 3 minute zone where we bounce from. This is the most important zone. So the question is, yeah, what are we gonna do? We're gonna come up, or we're gonna break the lows. As far as I see right now, we're still ranging, so it's better to be patient and wait for that range to be completed in either direction, and see from there. Same counts for the euro, US dollar, and same counts for gold. The only thing with gold right now is that gold is in an area, a very important zone at this particular moment. And that's the 3 minute right here. And if you create a higher high, then it will be another thing here. Do trade on gold also tell us when to enter now? Do trade on gold also tell us when to enter? Yeah. The last, well, you will see when I enter. That's better. So you see me entering on the TradingView. I actually have it connected to TradingView, so you can just simply see what I do. What do you think the gold is going down? Like right now, we need to see what the dollar is doing. I do not have any assumptions here. But when I'm looking at gold on the higher time frame, we are in a very important zone. We are actually in a very important zone here. And we came down, then we got bought up again because the dollar came down again. But the moment the dollar pumps, you see immediately gold reacting very strong to that, GU reacting very strong to that, and EU as well. Yeah, it's just what we're seeing here right now. We're seeing gold and the dollar. Let's see what the dollar will do. Another zone underneath. We're ready for the bounce. Waiting for the bounce. Do you have a sell stop on the euro US dollar? No. I want to see the euro taking out that high. I want to see at least the euro tapping into that zone. Then I'm going to look at the previous low, and then I'm going to place sell stop, and then I'm going to take it down. Otherwise, I wait for confirmation. So it's going to be one of those where we can be patient. But I'm definitely waiting for a mark. It's going to be a marked order, but most likely. Are you live every day? Yes. Well, 3 days a week on YouTube. And then, of course, we are live in Discord as well as a community. So you will find me there. Why are you waiting for a second resistance in EU and not the first? To place a sell stop, I'm waiting for the second play. I'm waiting for the liquidity to be taken out here. So if there are stop losses above here, right, then you know what can happen is that you come down and you get swiped and you go up and you take out these stop losses and then you make the actual move. So then I'd rather be patient. Once we're coming down and breaking it low, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a body closure. I need to see on which time frame. And then based on that, I will make sure that I will, you know, enter. Like I can still be on the wrong side, regardless. But yeah, for me that's important. If you now come up and we take out the liquidity here, and we then break structure to the downside, yeah, then I will place sell stop. Lorenzo, do you think that there are going another bank in liquidity crunch again? It could happen, man. It could happen. I think this is just the beginning. Kira says, hey, I'm new here. The CPI took me out today, but I want to come back strong. What did you trade it? Let me know. If you're not already a member of the V2 in Discord, I would highly recommend getting involved. Amazing, amazing. It seems like gold will break long. Yeah, let's see where gold is at. There, gold is right now here. But I don't know. I would not like. I would personally not long under a 4-hour area of supply. In the you know, pretty much the golden zone. I'm personally a little bit patient. I would then patiently wait for a pullback if I want a long, or look for longs indeed. You can see that gold is still in a very interesting zone here. You just want to see the dollar making a move. That's all you want to see. If the dollar makes a move, it's done. It's gonna go quick. You will see. Again, we tapped into that area. So you see again the same thing. Tapping into the zone. Couple of important levels. This is one of them. There we go. Make some moves, but that high is the most important high. The 103.7991. GU is responding very well. Euro is responding very well. It's responding very good. There we go. There we go. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Euro broke that level. Dollar broke that high. There we go. Boom. This is what we're looking for. Okay. GU coming down. Gold is holding. Euro is reacting relatively well here. We waiting for a closure. Yeah, that's a move. That's a move. That's the volume we're looking for. There we go. That's the dollar move. All right. We were waiting for that move here. Okay, GU is also interesting. Yet you see that the euro. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. We have that 5-minute candle closure in like 2 minutes. And you can see already like we're kind of, yes, above, underneath, above, underneath. We're kind of in the middle right now of that particular move here. If you guys want to enter, it's all on your risk. I'm personally waiting for a body closure. Just want to close below the low body, and that's for me the most important thing here. Okay, yeah, we have we are aware of that one. Yeah, GU also not strong. The GU is also not particularly strong right now as well, and we have these beautiful equal lows there. GU is also a fantastic target, by the way, guys. I have to say, the target for GU is extremely nice, and we have again a 1 minute and 30 seconds a body closure as well. So let me quickly look at the structure here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Euro? Okay, interesting. I think they both have a lot of potential. GU is definitely really good. 50 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Euro is closing above. Euro closing above. Let's go to GU. It's very similar. No, I like it. We're bouncing up from that zone. I like this. I like this. This is decent. They're both very similar. The thing is with GU, you have to place it above that high. That's the problem. That's the only thing that you want to wait for. Okay, let's see what the dollar does. This is the next zone, the 103.757. The reason why I'm a little bit hesitant, I can better say, with this trade, is in regards to the liquidity that's built up here on the euro US dollar, and GU has the same stuff here. We have some liquidity built up above here, and we closed. We kind of didn't really close below it. Also on the euro US dollar, very similar. We closed literally on the line here. But regardless, I like the weakness on. Okay, there we go. We have that zone. Yeah, GU has that new zone. Yeah, I like it. I like it overall. I like it overall. I think the targets are super clear. James has a lot of strong harmonic wave movement, still pulling euro US dollar down, especially for the 30-minute cycle. Yeah, I do like it in general, especially because we know that we saw that reaction on the 1 hour of this particular candle first. At the same time, we have some equal highs there. Okay, that's the euro index. I'm just thinking about, well, which one is better. They're so similar, but yet I want to make a good decision here. Let's see what we have. We have the British pound also. Okay, we want to break this low. That's important. Let's set an alert here. Anonymous says it would be perfect to take the high of the GU range and enter on the 5-minute OB. Absolutely. Okay. 15-minute. Yeah, okay, I want to see the dollar at least moving to this zone, and then I'm going to look for then I'm going to see where the euro is at, where the dollar is, GU is at, and then I'm potentially will look for my entry. Mihai says euro Japanese yen is too late, falling is too late for entry. Maybe we have to see. We have to see on the lower time frame. Going short seems risky. If it goes down, then it will be. Yes, that's why I said indeed. I would love to see that these highs were taken out beforehand. So I completely have to agree with you here. That's the only thing that's withholding me right now from this trade. Yet it is coming down. When look at GU, similar. Yet we have these equal lows underneath, which I really like. And I know that all the highs beforehand already were taken out here before we made that move to the downside. So I'm just gonna be patient here with the dollar and see how we react, because we're still holding here. You can see clearly that we're getting like pushed down from this moment. So the euro right now as well. A lot of people got potentially triggered to enter right now. We didn't. That's good. Yeah, no, that's what I'm waiting for. So it's simple. Waiting for it to take out the highs, to then come down, and that's it. I think the dollar is going to continue its bearish course based on the higher time frame. Also, if you look at the 5-minute chart, you see equal lows. Kevin says V2 is fire. Dre says agreed. V2 is fire. Amazing, amazing. Let's smash the like button and support the stream. Is 1K people watching? Only a few likes. We can do better. Appreciate it, GG. I like the look of the euro US dollar sell. Yeah, me too. I like it. I like it as well. I just want to see these highs getting taken out. On the lower time frame, particularly these particular highs here. And the only way to do that is to the dollar see the balance coming up and see from there. But overall, you see that we're still in a big accumulation range. What size do you trade in V2 usually? I'm gonna restructure it completely. I'm gonna integrate some New York sessions as well. So it falls to London. I'm gonna integrate some New York sessions now. So we will be live trading in Discord, in then also New York time sometimes. So we're gonna find a balance in between New York and London. And that also means from YouTube, that means I'm gonna find a balance between London and New York as well. Yes, okay, while we're waiting for the dollar, let's do the giveaway soon. Why not? We're gonna give away, we had a $50 donation from Ivy to support the channel, to support the community. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give that away straight away, plus another 50. So let's give away $100. Yeah, we're gonna set this up in a very short term here. Lorenzo, look at the USD 5 minute no candle closure below that imported level. Exactly. Yeah, well, we see a candle closure below, but you see these highs there. If you want to clean up, you understand what I mean. So you see these highs. You have the zone. You have that rejection. It's absolutely fantastic. This rejection in general is okay. Yet sometimes you see that we're building these equal highs there in that area of supply. Sometimes it comes down and it then shoots up and it takes out the liquidity and then it makes that move to the downside. Then it continues and it takes out potentially then liquidity above as well. And then we're gonna come down. So yeah, let's see how we react. Can happen very quickly if the dollar makes a move and like have some volume here. Our gold trade from before was at the right moment. Was during the New York Open. This one right now, you see clearly gold is still holding here, like it's, you know, it's again getting rejected, and again it's looking weaker. And at the same time, you see that, you know, we have been building a lot of liquidity now underneath. So actually, when you look at gold is looking decent as well. But it all is going to depend on the dollar right now. What's the dollar going to do here? And are we going to bounce from this low? This low to bounce from, and to look for the continuation. That's what you want to see. You want to come to this this particular zone. Great, because I'm thinking about joining. New York fits me more. That's great. Thank you. It's nice to work every morning with you. Amazing. Great that you like it. Yeah, we put a lot of effort in it on a regular basis. We're building out our team right now. We're putting a lot of effort in the community and in building this beautiful, beautiful Discord as well. We have, yeah, we're growing at a very, very, very rapid pace right now. At some point, we grew so fast that we had to restructure and align and put things in place. And like, there are many, many different layers right now, which we have been working on right now. And with the expansion that's coming, I cannot explain too much yet. I know some people know in the community what we're gonna do, but you know, I cannot tell too much yet regardless. But with this community and then, you know, doing what we're gonna release soon, it's gonna be incredible. So if you want to be part of that, potentially, I highly recommend you to join our Discord. Click on the link. We have an open event this Wednesday. Tomorrow, is that already? For everyone. Okay, dollar reached that zone. Important. Dollar is reaching that area right now. Euro right there is doing that. The euro is indeed doing that. So, okay. It is making that move. Of course, GU is coming down as well, but you see right now that the GU is kind of stagnating, whereas the euro is making a bit of a stronger move to the upside, and gold is still underneath that zone. Gold is just not really moving. So that's quite interesting for gold. And you see with gold also right now that we created a new high, that this is a pretty significant low. This is like, it seems like a nice candle structure. So if we break that candle, yeah, I think that we can come down here right now. So the structure that we're building on gold is extremely good. You know, the liquidity underneath, coming into that zone overall from a high to low point. We're seeing that we're tapping into a pretty premium area at the moment. So any particular low break could be our second trade for gold. So maybe actually now looking at gold again. It is all aligning here. And then it's pretty clear because that's just pretty much stop loss above that high. Targeting the lows. Of course, taking profits along the way. This high, yeah. Interesting. Man, Mohammed says, man, this week the market is awful. It's not just this week. I heard the price trends more, that it reverses and reversals are hard to anticipate in general. Do you think you can create a profitable trading strategy by taking trending trades only until the trend breaks? Yes, I do believe so, but it depends on which time frame you're looking at. It depends on which time frame right now. Okay, but it's definitely possible. I mean, yes, for sure. You can. Your trend is your friend until it's not. So yeah, it could be possible. It's actually quite interesting that the dollar is dropping. Yet the gold is coming down as well. So what will happen if gold, if the dollar reverses? I like this. I like this. I like what I see here. GU liquidity to the upside. Yeah, similar to EU. Very similar. VCDC, all my pairs are ranging today. Dollar taking out equal lows. Dollar has been taken out. Actually, this one is lower. But yeah, we have been taken. I think this is already the. We already took out the liquidity from before here. And now we're coming down again. So yeah, let's see where we can bounce from. Where we can hold some support. I mean, this candle is super interesting. Why? If you look at this one right here. In general, right? You see this candle right here? This candle was the last candle before that major run-up. So yeah, whenever you see that, then usually you will see at least some sort of reaction. Right? So always look at the last candle before a massive vector. Because that could be handy or, you know, very useful when you're looking at a particular particular bounce from a particular range. So that could be one of them. So if you then compare that one with gold, gold is now coming up. Euro is coming up. It's going for the highs maybe. GU is still weak. It's way weaker than the Euro US dollar. You see that? And we have so much liquidity underneath for the Euro, for GU as well. That's why GU was on my radar. And I like the reaction as well while the dollar is coming down. It's usually for me a very good sign. You know, when GU is actually kind of stagnating while the dollar is coming down. Similar to what we saw with gold. So yeah, now gold is going up because the dollar is dropping further. So it's reacting now towards that particular level. Yet it's still underneath that zone, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, it took out the highs, that liquidity right now. And it's still underneath that, that initial zone. So if you see here, if you can break that low. Oh, we have this low right now, right here. Stop loss about that high. Bounce from the dollar off of this zone. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. You know, a bounce from the dollar here. You already see that the dollar is in the zone right now. That could be good. The dollar, you see the dollar reacting? 2-minute zone. Right here, look at that candle. This particular candle right there. Last candle before the move. Dollar reacting right now. On the 1 minute, there is a smaller variant of this one. That's right here. Anything below it, if you come below that, I will be patient until we're even lower. That's pretty much how we look at it. At the same time, right now, the dollar gold is building more and more liquidity to the downside. And it took out the high from the last pretty much equal highs here. So that's actually a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. If you can now break a low, especially this low of this candle, that's good. That would be very good. Euro, not as good. GU is weaker. So there is a quite change right now in the dynamic here. You see that? Yeah, overall I like gold. I like gold. I'm gonna stick with gold again. Do you enter the breakout or do you wait for the correction phase? Well, actually right now we have been taking out these highs here. So I might right now, and this is more on the risky side, but I might place a stop order underneath the level. So we're facing resistance underneath the zone now, or? Okay, here. Okay, let's break above this level. The 103.711. So you see pretty much every single time, like we don't have to rush it due to the fact that we are simply just waiting for the low to be created. A lower low to be created. Because if the lower low is created, we will directly improve our, our chance, our probability. And then it all comes down to the execution and management. There we go. Yeah, gold is on the weaker side here. Any particular move for the dollar is where it's at. So even though that the dollar is coming down, you see still that gold is not looking strong. So you just need to wait for the gold to actually now, or for the dollar actually to tap into a zone where it can bounce from, and that's the most important. Because without the support of the dollar, it's not gonna work out here. We're gonna keep ranging. So that's the most important. So that's what you want to see right now. So gold, boom. Want to break the low, but at the same time we see the dollar holding support, or at least bouncing and creating an internal higher high on the lower time frame. That's what you want to see. Gervin says, can makers learn how to trade news events? Yeah, that is possible. However, you have to be very careful. It's high risk, high reward. But we can talk about that. It has to do with the liquidity and you know, the synchronization of multiple charts. And then, like some people do, they operate on a hedging strategy, for example. But that's something else indeed to talk about. So what is your strategy? Pretty simple. It's not that complicated, in my opinion. I use correlations. So that means that I look at multiple charts to look at to conclude my outcome from my one chart. So I need to look at multiple charts to make sure that I'm doing what I'm doing correctly. So if I look at the correlations, for example, I know that the dollar can have a negative correlation with gold. So then I go and look at the dollar index and I look at, okay, where is the dollar at? Is the dollar in support or is the dollar in resistance? Is the dollar in the area of demand or is the dollar in the area of supply? Yes, okay, demand, okay. What is gold doing? Okay, is it aligning? Is it reacting? Yes, okay. And then I'm looking for trade setups and I usually enter from a break of structure. So you not get forced to enter from, for example, here. This is actually right now a great example. You don't get forced to enter from here. I wait for the break. And then I wait, okay, now we're, you know, tapping into that zone. We're seeing the correlation. We see things aligning. And now we break the lows. Well, that will definitely increase my win right here. That will at least increase the probability of my trade. B-Double says, there is nothing worse than when both trades fail when you're hedging. Yeah, that's 100% so. So the best way you can hedge is actually look at a winning trade before. And then going for a... then looking for a, you know, another hedge or a counter trade against your initial trade to trade the pullbacks while you're in a long or in a short. So for example, if you understand the bias, right, and you trade this, you trade it up. Okay. You entered your long here at that break point, right? So this is where you entered long. Now, at the same time, you understand that whenever, you know, what comes up, of course, comes, you know, comes down as well. We're accumulating, distributing, accumulating, right? And then let's say around this particular moment, again, we could start distributing right here, right? So, for example, let's say you entered on this zone. This is your long entry. Then you could say, okay, every single moment right now, let's say you entered from an area of demand. Every single moment you reach an area of supply around this zone. Right here. That could be the moment where you actually place a short. So that means that you're long here. You're in profit, 100% profit, boom. Then you open a position that's 50% of your initial position here. And you take that down. If you come down, right, you can close, you can start taking minor profits along the way down. That's it. And then you close your position in full. And then this should be already around about a break even, right? If you win, you make extra money. Sometimes it goes up and boom, you know, you make extra money and you have a closed more position and you make actually more money while you're still in a position. At the same time, when you break up straight away, right, you get stopped out. You still will make more money due to the fact that you entered from here. So this is growing at a more rapid pace than this one. So yes, you lost some money, but in essence, your long is making up for that. And that's the way you do it. And then until you, for example, see that the low is broken and you break a low, you can turning the tables here. And you can do it the other way around here. This is how a hedging strategy operates with supply and demand, for example. So the moment when you break the low, that's the moment when you start looking at, you know, another yeah, position, or like when you turn the tables and when you look for another entry. I've been doing this sometimes. It's actually very, very nice as well. Oh, wow. Look at gold. Gold coming down. A new high created. Where got we rejected from? From this area right here. Okay, interesting. All right. This is now the previous low. Okay. That's big. That's more big. That's a little bit of a bigger move. Okay, is the dollar making a move to the upside? Yes or no? Let's see. Dollar is probably making a move. Slightly. You saw this bullish candle right here on the 1 minute. That's the reason. So look how fast it reacts. It's absolutely insane. Look how quick it reacts while the dollar is actually, you know, showing one bullish candle here on the 1 minute after tapping, of course, in this zone. We're building liquidity to the upside as well right now for the dollar. So I'm getting more bullish right now for the dollar. I'm getting more bearish right now for gold. There we go. We broke it. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanna see. That means you're gonna enter soon. Okay, that low is created. Dollar's building liquidity right now. At some point, I think we're gonna take this out. Building liquidity. This is what I like this as well. I like this a lot. You see gold struggling. You want to see the dollar moving a little bit here, and that's it. Why sometimes you will take a trade just a lower low and sometimes with a lower high? It depends on the dollar. It depends on the correlated chart that I'm looking at. So if the correlated chart has not creating a higher high, or it's not showing any bullish signals here, then I'm more patient. So it's not always aligning, but when it is aligning, the win rate is higher, right? So that's the why I usually look at it, and I rather than trade less and win more. That's what I would personally look at. But overall, dollar is right now in an important level on the 1 minute. We cannot deny this zone. This is an important zone for the dollar, for sure. So based on that, you will see gold ranging around this as well. You're gonna face a lot of resistance here at this particular moment. You see it already. Oh, it's breaking it low. Okay, that's also a good sign. It's breaking it low. Yeah, you see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. The dollar right now is going to break that. It's going to take the liquidity that's built up here. Okay. There we go. Done. Okay, I place my limit here. See it comes back. See if it can tag me in and that's it. And then move down. Or if it will come down already. And the reason why is just because the dollar right now, we're building a lot of liquidity. We're seeing that volume spike. I like this initial reaction. At the same time, we're building more liquidity right here. If we can tap into that zone and gold can come up slightly. Then I get triggered into the position. And then hopefully from there we could see the bounce from the dollar right now coming up. It's precision. It's really precision work here. But yeah, let's see right now. Stop loss above the highs. And then targeting the lows here. At least, if you look on the 4 hour, you understand what I mean here. Okay, we're triggered in our second position for gold for today. And let's do the giveaway. Who's ready for the giveaway right now? So again, for the people that know why I entered here, the first trade similar as the second trade. We saw that 4 hour rejection here. After coming up massively right now, I want to see the dollar making that move. It's already reacting, it's already coming up right now. Have to be realistic here. Dollar building liquidity, tapping into an important zone in 1 minute. I want to see that reaction right now and coming down. And looking for the continuation here for the pullback for gold right now. But overall, it came from this whole range. It finally came down, tapping into that zone. This was the consolidation. This was the expansion. This is the retracement. I actually look for the continuation if the dollar decides to move. Similar as our first trade. But yeah. Stop loss is above that high here. Okay. We're gonna do the giveaway right now. If you guys want to join the giveaway, I have a new video on my Instagram. All right, let me show you guys. We're gonna give away $100. We're gonna give away $100. Ivy, I have to big shout out to Ivy. She provided us with 50 of that Australian dollars. So that's amazing. So we're gonna give away $100. If you want to post and you want to be part of that, then place a comment and a like under my last video. And of course, follow me on Instagram as well if you want to. Only one time. Do not place 2 reactions because you're gonna get disqualified, of course, because of you know how it goes, right? It's fair for everyone if you guys want to win equally and stuff. So my name is Lorenzo Corrado FX. Don't get fooled by fake accounts. There's only one of me. Okay, so do not get fooled right there. Lorenzo Corrado FX. If you wanna place a comment and like, and I'll give away $100 randomly to a winner here. We're gonna pick a random comment picker or use a random comment picker. So equal, fair. I do not choose anyone that I know. It's just all random. Okay. In the meantime, small drawdown for gold. Stop loss above that high. Hopefully we can break that low. It would be absolutely amazing. Hopefully the dollar can make that move, take out the liquidity. You're gonna use the troll the troll website again, yeah. Can you explain again? Yes. Join on Instagram. Link is in the description. Or not in the description. Fill in my name. I typed it in the chat. Lorenzo, Corrado, FX. I will write it one more time for you. There are a lot of fake accounts right now. Just place a like, comment on the last video. I'll pick a random winner. The winner gets $100. All that's all good here. In the meantime, euro is getting weaker. Also right now. Dollar is coming down here. That's not a good sign. Could have waited for the higher high on the dollar, to be honest. Still look for potential entry. Enter as the volume just seemed really low. Yeah, the volume is pretty low right here. What if I have commented on your other videos before? No, it's only about the last video. The last video, it's all that matters right here. Okay, the last video is what matters. That's where we look at. All right, it's the last video. All right, definitely want to break the low. Okay, I'm gonna close on break even. Done. We closed on break even. Quickly to show you guys. That's actually the case here. Yeah, okay, $7, but it's a break even trade here. Okay, I'm gonna potentially re-enter straight away if you break that low right now. And we do the same thing here, buy that low. And the reason why I'll do this, let me explain you, is because internally, we came down and we created a higher high. So now I want to see a lower low again. I'm not gonna risk it right now to stay in that zone here. My entry at this area of the month here on the 1 minute. No, I'm gonna wait till we then at least break a low. That's for me then the absolute confirmation that I'm looking for to potentially look for an entry straight away here. Okay, so I have this one as a break even, but that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna look for potential entry straight away here. Very similar. Due to the fact that we created a lower low, higher high, lower low. I like it actually even better. Madi says better safe than sorry. Absolutely. And dollar created a higher high. That's so. That's the one. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for right now. So I want to break that low. Second try. Okay. I set my limit order. Let's see if it goes there. I'm not going to chase the market right now. But overall, I like the dollar coming down. For people that didn't exit, you can stay in right now. You have broken the low, so overall you should be relatively good here. But I hope that makes sense. Why we exited on break even here. Internally, higher high means for me exit. The moment you came back, that's the opportunity. What if he didn't, for example, you know, broke this low? And what if we just bounce from here now because we have created internally a higher high, right? So that's for me then more important to then start looking for a lower low again and then just enter slightly lower with a little bit more confirmation. So that's the idea. We should have waited for the break. We saw a break before, or for the dollar break. Yeah, exactly. But it's all good. We have our break, and there was enough liquidity built as well, right? So that liquidity was not gonna go. That was there already. I was already surprised if he would not take that liquidity out before or during. So yeah, that's the idea. Okay, we're in again. Let's see. Why don't you want to put stop loss? I want to give a little bit of room. The risk reward is good for me. The risk I take is good for me. It gives me more space in general. And actually, if we did that before, we would have been stopped out right now. So that's actually how we saved our position. And how we managed our position, or how we managed our trade here. Why is the Japanese yen basket dumping so hard? Because the dollar is going up. If the dollar goes up, the yen is dumping, usually. Alright, British pound is dumping as well, by the way, I think, right now. And gold is dumping as well right now. There we go. Our giveaway is going to start soon. So if you want to be part of that again, Lorenzo, Corrado, Vix, place a like, comment on my last video, and we're going to get it sorted there. Sir, can I see your position? Yeah. I think you can see it here as well. I trade in trading view. A couple of lows that we're looking for. Yeah, we need to see which low is going to be our break-even point. But yeah, I need to see right now what the dollar is doing and how we can manage our trade here. For now, we'll keep it open. What does it mean for the US dollar Japanese yen? That's bullish for the dollar yen. That should be bullish for the yen indeed. Okay, we're not really going down in the way I wanted it to come down here, but as long as we break the 1904, I will be satisfied. Because that's a good break to make. Then I could say I place my stop loss and break even. You break that level, you go and break even, and you wait, and you hope that price will come down further. And that could be reasonable. That could be reasonable here. Is yen strength fading? Yes. The yen strength is fading if the dollar goes up. Right, correlations is where the magic happens here. Do you think TP could be the gap at 18 69. Well, actually, yes. If you look at gold, the gold is in a 4-hour area of supply. So that's why I chose gold as well as one of our trading pairs. On the 4-hour. Okay, we see a higher time frame reaction or rejection. So that's the reason why I'm looking on the lower time frame now for entries. Keep watching the dollar. Okay, we bounced from this once. We came down, we bounced from it. Right now we're kind of stagnating or above it. As long as we close above this with a 3 to 5 minute candle, I'll be happy here. That would be good. Again, we have this beautiful zone here. Now, I like this candle a lot. So even if it would come down, I would like it a lot here. But overall, no, I like the overall reaction so far. Nice inverse cup and handle formation over there. It's another confidence that the price is going down. Okay, I didn't really... I don't really look at a couple handles, but thank you for informing. GBP Australian dollar analysis. Yes, we can look at it in a second here. Our giveaway is in like 5 minutes, I would say. And if you like what we do, then please smash that like button. Or if you really like what we do, then join our beautiful community, which is growing, where I share my weekly analysis every single week. Like 20-minute video on a Sunday, easy. When you do your analysis, you go to the Discord, you go to the weekly analysis, you watch that video, you think, okay, these are the expectations, these are the pairs where I should focus on. CPI data means it will go down for gold, it seems. How do you keep calm when having drawdowns? Just risk management. Risk is part of drawdowns are part of the game, and also losses are part of the game. Like I know how we grew this account from 100k to 120k, steadily, slowly and steady. I like that. So for me, that's just what I want. I want to grow slow and steady, especially when I'm streaming. And if I then sometimes lose it, yeah, it's fine. It's part of the game. All right, let's see what we have. We have. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we have enough comments here. Let's go. Let me check real quick if there are any spammers in the building as well. I have to make sure that this will not. Okay, it's all good. Okay, you guys are not really spamming. I'm proud of you guys. That's great to see. That's actually good. Oh, okay. We're seeing some spammers here. All right. Disqualification. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna actually select the winner. $100 in crypto. All right, make sure you have a crypto wallet address. All right, if not, you can create one. Should be easy, but it's gonna be sent in crypto. There we go. Let's see if he don't have to pay for this. There we go. We're gonna scan this. right there. Scan, scan, scan. Is it loading? Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, who's ready? If you're ready, drop a one in the chat right now. Let's see what we have. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. The winner is my man, Vishu 1921. Let's look for your right now. Let's start looking for your trade. Hey guys, I have to be honest here. I'm not a big fan of the volume right now in the market at all. Okay, so I'm actually tempted to put my stop loss, on break even, because I see that we're building some liquidity right now to the upside. I'm gonna put my stop loss right now here. Already minor stop loss. I want to stay in profit at the end of the day. I care about this more when there is not enough volume in the market and when we start to build liquidity to the upside. I become more careful and cautious, and that's how I manage my trades. When there's more volume, different story. All right. Stop loss is above that high here. So my stop loss landed actually to like, 30, 40 bucks. Okay. So congratulations, my friend. You won. Vishu, my man. Send me a message with your account. And that account name, I'm gonna get it sorted. And thank you, Ivy, for supporting us here with the giveaway as well. That's how we do it with the community. Absolutely amazing. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, if you break that low, we might turn this into a beautiful trade here. Is the dollar reversing right now during the late night, London closure? It's stagnating a little bit here. Yet gold is moving down right now. Okay. We're coming down. So what's the next entry price? I would wait for now. I would wait for now. If you're not in, I would wait. Okay, dollar. Dollar making moves. Teacher buy says already in profits for gold. Lorenzo, thank you so much. Took a break even on that one just to be safe. You could take a break even right now on this one just to be safe. I agree. I agree. It is completely fine. It will be completely fine here. You have that low here. It's fine. It's fine. Especially when you're breaking this low and close below it would be even better. Obviously, this is an important low to break. But we're building liquidity to the upside. That's why I'm a bit more, patient. But regardless, it's fine. Stop loss and break even. We'll see what happens. You said, bro, that there will be 2 winners? No. No, that's what somebody else said too. Like 50-50, but no. 1 winner? Okay. So I hope you guys understand why I went out in the first place. Okay, because we created that higher high. So yes, I would have had a better entry if I would risk it. But at the same time, higher high, higher low. Continuation to the upside, right? So we broke that low, and that was our new trigger. It just secure yourself a little bit better market structure, more weakness and so on and so on. So my stop loss and break even. If you want to take some profits, you can take some profits. I mean, I leave this completely up to you. I want to take it at least, personally, I want to take it at least down to 1900. That psychological level here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get a drink. Be right back. Give me 1 minute. Or maybe 2. If you don't mind. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna be right back. All right, what's happening? What's happening? Let's move to the upside here. Dollar is right now in that zone. We have to take that in consideration. We have this. Let me remove this one. Dollar is now in that important level. At the same time, gold is still now underneath the zone. I think we're winning. Gold has been treating us well today. Gold has been treating us well. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what else do we have. Do we have the dollar? Yeah, this is that zone. This is that zone that we need to break right now. That's why we're struggling a little bit. I'm gonna just take some profits, man. I'm gonna take some profits right now. Like 50 units done. Let's see what we have here. We have the lower low. Okay, here I want to close my trade completely. This is gonna be my TP for sure. Right there underneath that zone. Slowly but steady, guys. Slowly but steady. We're growing an account here. We're winning. We're making money. Like a couple $100 per trade. All good. Doesn't have to be like crazy.
NASDAQ was doing great.
How many pairs do you trade to mentally manage? It totally depends. It depends on It truly depends right now on many factors here. So what I would say is, like, you know, it depends what you can handle, right? I can handle a lot of pairs, but sometimes even me, and especially on stream when I'm also explaining things, I can kind of get lost in that whole thing, right? So I need to make sure that when managing a couple trades, I need to understand, or I need to have done my research beforehand. So I need to know, okay, I need to understand the macro. Let's say I need to understand the 4-hour time frame of every pair I look at. Okay, if I understand that, then I can focus on multiple pairs. What do you think about yesterday's news? Is it still good? I think it's important to always look at what's coming. You're talking about the CPI, or what do you mean? Let me know what you're talking about right now. So our stop loss in profit, or sorry, I'm gonna put my stop loss in profit, and that's it. I took already 50% out. Stop loss is gonna be above that high, and that's it for this one. So for the dollar right now, you see that the dollar, yeah, okay, that's why we wicked above that high. Euro is also falling. Euro was also coming down. GU was also coming down. So yeah, we choose gold again. But yeah, look at that. GU took out the lows. This is what we're looking at. Okay, so GU has been taken out. These particular lows. So the liquidity here has been taken out right now for GU right now. So that's exactly what we meant for, yeah, particularly that chart. Alright, so how much did you make since start of 2023? I have multiple accounts, my bro. This is one account. Why is the US trading session 1 hour earlier now? Because of the time. Time has changed. The time zones has changed. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar too. I haven't seen that one. All right, let's see what else we have. We have, yeah, gold is kind of doing its thing right now. The dollar is dropping, that's why. Gold is not strong. Gold is definitely not strong. If the dollar comes down like this and gold is not moving, that's kind of interesting. So for this particular reason, when I see this particular candle right now for the dollar, I want to close the position in full. I'm going to close everything. Done. I'm out of gold. And 200. Okay. Decent. Decent, decent. Like $400. Yeah, okay, the dollar's dropping. I'm not gonna wait for gold right now. If the dollar comes down more, at some point, you know, at some point gold is gonna reverse. You know, that's why. So overall, solid. That was the, yeah, gold. The second gold trade of today. Is it possible to hit 8% every month of trading one account? 100%. That's what we do at least. At least 8%. What time we end the stream today? I'll maybe look for one more, but it depends on the volume in the market. Alright, if the volume in the market is a little bit getting less, yeah, then 100% we need to see what's up. But if not, then if there is enough volume in the market, then wow, look at the euro. You see the euro is reacting very strong to that move of the dollar. Whereas gold is reacting as well. Not as strong though. Not as strong as the euro. GU as well. GU has been taking out the lows. Now it's time for a new move. After taking out the lows here, you can see clearly the liquidity has been taken out. Maybe the next move is to come up again. So I think it's time now to start looking at some other pairs here, maybe real quick, like the indices, for example. So we have the VIX. Why don't you use MT5? Because I like TradingView as a tool, and I was using before MT4. I was actually using MT4 before also on the streams. The problem is I constantly had to switch my MT4 entry, my MT4 terminal with then TradingView, because I like TradingView to actually chart and to look for trade setups on TradingView, right? So now I was like, okay, I'm just gonna connect the broker to TradingView and that's it. That was the idea. So the VIX is coming down. That means indices are going up. All right, let's look here a little bit. Okay, in Dow Jones, or sorry, Nasdaq, very important level now. We're gonna face some resistance right now for the Nasdaq. Doesn't mean we should short it. I don't think so. But just like, I just want to highlight this right here. The US 30. Are you in any trades right now, bro? We just exited like 3 minutes ago. We just closed our gold position. Yeah, okay, so what we're seeing right now are the indices right here. And I'm actually kind of, I like what I see here for the US 30. Like, this is some good structure, especially after we bounced from this zone. Look at this candle right here, this candle structure right there. Very clean. Tapped into that zone. If you zoom out, it took out a tremendous amount of liquidity already underneath. That's good. It tapped into that zone. It's probably equilibrium. Yeah, it's equilibrium. Look at that. Look at that, exactly, right? The 50% of this swing low, swing high here. So yeah, that means that if you break this level, and this is only 4 hour though, it's a massive move, but then I'll remain bullish for a longer period of time. So that's an important level on the macro, or let's say the medium time frames. Now on the lower time frame, we just need to simply look at the VIX. Is the VIX potentially gonna bounce from somewhere? Let's say the 2 minute or 3 minute zone. Could it be here? Yeah, it could definitely be the case. That means that the indices could drop a little bit. And right now you see clearly that, if you look on the 30 minute, that we have been actually coming down a little bit. Right here. We have been rejected by this particular area of the supply here. This area of resistance right there. So we tapped into that zone. 10 minute, created lower low. Important. So this is an important zone to take consideration right now. Let's say you tap into that zone. And let's say you bounce into that zone. And you create a new lower low. And you break that level. Then that could be a trade here. We have that massive wick unmitigated. They could come back to fill up that wick again. Something in that manner. The VIX is showing that it could potentially bounce. We have equal highs here built up for the VIX. So we equal highs right here. Question is there enough volume in the market? So equal highs, if that comes up, then for sure you will see the US30 especially dropping. So the US30 could come down here. The question is, what is the right moment to enter? Is it to wait for this moment here to tap into that zone to then come down, or is it just to come down when you close below the zone, stop loss above that high? You could do both. Kartik says, please write buy sell position in screen. When I trade, you see where I enter from straight away. You see what I'm doing. So you see already this, and then I click on the create limit order, and then it pops up the screen, so you see exactly the numbers here. Lorenzo, what are you drinking? I'm drinking tea. What do you think about the eurjpy? I think the eurjpy is it depends on the dollar right now, but the dollar needs to create a body closure above that zone. That's what we want to see. We see a body closure above that zone, and that's enough. That's what we want to see for the euro to come back down again. Same as gold, by the way. So yeah, indices here, interesting. I don't have the US30 in my broker. I think you should have, maybe. Maybe it's called different. For some people it's called US30, for other people it's called the Dow, the 30. Please check it to make sure. We're almost at 600 likes, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Also, amazing community we're building here. Again, if you want to be part of that beautiful community, then be welcome. We're doing a lot of sessions right now. We have private live sessions as well, live training sessions like these, but then private. You can join as well. We only have a one-time offer. So no monthly fees. At least not yet. Not yet for the remaining members right now. So you see that the VIX is reacting here. So this is important. Okay, that means that if the US30 is coming down and it closes below, it could be interesting. It could be interesting here. Especially if you see the VIX going for these highs right now, which in my opinion is super possible. And if the dollar now decides to move up again like it's doing, then you have the ultimate confirmation here. Hey Lorenzo, when you say candle body closure above that zone, what time frame are you specifically looking at? For the dollar is on the 3 minute here, but it could be on the. It could be on the, yeah, no, keep in mind, like, do the 3 minutes. So between the 5 and the 1 minute, I use the 3 minute. And I like that a lot, because that helps you a lot with, like, you know, being in the middle and getting your confirmation. What I use the VIX for, the VIX, the VIX is the volatility index. It does the opposite of what the indices are doing. So if you see that there is a reason for the VIX to maybe come up, maybe that's a reason for the US30 to come down. I see equal highs here. I see the dollar being okay. I mean, not super strong, but okay, reasonable, right? For now. That's usually not a good sign for the indices right here. So again, we saw that rejection on the 30 minute. Now we're breaking that low. And now we're trying to break that candle here in like 2 minutes. So it depends on how we close and what the volume is. This is on the 5 minute for the US30. Yes. I need to pick the right one, by the way. So for me, it's also, by the way, it's Dow 30. Use 30 USD. A little bit different. So we have that low here. We have this particular candle here. You saw that rejection already of that candle. You have the 30 minute where you saw that rejection right there. That's a beautiful rejection, by the way. And now you create a lower low. You want to go to the 5 minute and you want to close at least like full body underneath. And you want to see the VIX. Breaking this high. The 2250. All right. Okay, that could be good. That could be good. Taking out the VIX here. US30 coming down. Yeah, that could mean a trade. But the volume is low, guys. The volume is very low. How many years did you start trading? 7 years ago. Like, no. 2017. That's like 6 years ago. If you want to start trading with account, well, I need to trade with you guys. Please, can anyone give me information on your own, whatever you want, on your own account, for example? GJ looks bearish long term. When I look at the Japanese yen, I would say right now at this particular moment that, yeah, we're gonna come down a little bit, but overall, the yen is still holding here above that zone that we were looking at on the, was it on the 15 minute? No, it was on the 10 minute. No, sorry. It was on the 5 minute. We saw that 5 minute zone. And now what I do not like about the yen is that we're building so much liquidity here that I think from this perspective where we're getting now rejected from, this zone, that could then indicate potentially stronger pairs right now against the yen. So be careful with that for now. But in the long term, maybe, yeah. That could be the case. That could be the case indeed. Okay, so the USD is actually dropping already. It is coming down. The only thing about this is right now that the volume is... Well, but the reason why it's coming down is... There we go. I didn't find the right synchronization, to be honest, in this case. But you see what I mean, right? You see the VIX right here? Equal highs. They went for it. They went for it. They tapped into that zone and they're going for these equal highs right here. Triple highs. Don't worry about it. We're going to take it out very soon. And that means that the USD will come down. And if the dollar then stays relatively bullish or neutral, it will definitely come down. Okay. So maybe have a look at the USD for yourself. I'm going to close the stream very soon, guys. We have been streaming for 3.5 hours right now. We had 2 winning trades. So I'll keep it for now. And the volume is coming down a little bit here. But keep a close eye on the indices, in my opinion. And look at the VIX. The VOLX, the mini VIX futures. Compare that to the US30 and the dollar index. And if you want to know more about how we use this and how we use the correlations, you can join us. You can join our V2, where I have all the information in there, including our private live trading sessions as well. Everything, all the information there. Hope you guys liked it today. Hope you guys made some a little bit of money, or at least learned something. The most important part. Money will come. I will be live tomorrow again. Looking forward to host you then again. Definitely, guys. Appreciate you. I'm gonna close down the stream in a matter of a minute here. Let me put on our song. We always have our same song here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, gold is still coming down. It's still not looking particularly strong overall. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic the rest of your day. Don't get your analysis paralysis, all right? Make sure that you practice, that you understand market structure. Market structure is super important. This is what you want to focus on. In order to take things to the next level, you want to have a basic understanding of horizontal support and resistance. And you want to have a basic understanding of supply and demand and liquidity. Okay, so take all of these things in consideration and from there start building. Forget about indicators, they come later. Focus on your best performing indicator, and that is price action. All right. So appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much, and I see you. Yeah, in literally a couple of hours again. No, we're gonna see you guys tomorrow. London session. All right, and then New York session again here. Speak to you guys later. Ciao, ciao.